Hi everyone, my name's Sarah and this is Kenny, and we're going to be talking through our meal prep and the recipe that we have for people with PCOS. So Kenny's going to give us a little bit of background on PCOS.
All right, so PCOS also stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome and is the leading hormonal imbalance found among women in their reproductive years. So the endocrine condition, it causes issues with fertility, menstrual cycles, hormones such as elevation in androgen hormone, which is mainly found in men. And what that does is like people become increased facial hair and body hair growth. They have acne, have skin tags, weight gain around their waist, and ovulation problems. So also other issues, they have like blood vessels, physical appearance, heart, sleep apnea, and insulin production. And then they also like have irregular or no menstrual cycle, which is also known as apnorrhea. And then the PCOS women can have like cysts on their ovaries. So to help PCOS women, nutrition needs include weight management and diabetes education. And what also is recommended, they have anti-inflammatory foods in their diet. So increase fruits and vegetables, seafoods, which is omega-3 fatty acids, nuts, and then have healthier options of oils, for example, olive oil. And then the people with PCOS, they struggle with insulin resistance. Therefore, it is recommended to follow carbohydrate control diets to help regulate their blood sugar.
So the meal we chose is mainly like a lunch meal, and it's an egg salad wrap with a side of fruit. So we're here in the food lab and we have a few examples for you guys. We're just going to like talk through how to make this recipe and why we chose it for people with PCOS. So first, if you're preparing this recipe, you'd hard boil your eggs. We have a few eggs here. And this recipe is specifically one serving. So we have it, you would just hard boil 2 eggs. But if you wanted to like meal prep and make like hard boil the whole, your dozen eggs of 12 and then have it, so you could have it like every other lunch meal for the next week. If that would make it simpler, that's something you could do. You just multiply like the serving sizes and the amounts that we have listed. But yeah, so you'd fill up your pot with water, bring it to a rolling boil. You'd put your eggs in, you'd let them boil for 10 to 12 minutes. And then you take them out, you'd cool them. Then you'd like roll it on the counter to crack that eggshell and you'd peel it. Then you'd add those eggs into a bowl, and we're going to have you add mayonnaise and Dijon mustard. And for this recipe, we have 2 tablespoons of each of those. But again, if you were making it for more servings for the future, you would multiply that. For reference, this is a tablespoon. And then next you could add some seasonings. We have paprika, you could add dill. Also black pepper and salt could also be added. These would just be like a pinch of each since it's only 1 serving. If you're doing more, you could bump that up to like 1/4 of a teaspoon. And then this is where we would add a lot of veggies to be getting those benefits in this PCOS diet. So you could add green onion, diced celery, you could add spinach, you could cut up and add like some cherry tomatoes into your egg salad. Again, I personally love adding lots of things like chicken salad, egg salad, tuna salad. It's an easy way to get vegetables in. Also, a lot of these are ingredients that you'd find at home. And then you'd also add 1/8 of a cup, which is about this size, of cheese. Can go in there too. Mix that all together, and then you put it on your wrap. These are the tortillas we have. We would have them be whole wheat just because each tortilla then would only be like 15 grams of carbs, because we are trying to have our patients follow a PCOS diet, which is a carbohydrate controlled diet. And then lastly, you could have a side of fruit with this. That could be like 3/4 of a cup of grapes, or a diced or a cut up like sliced apple. And then if you still are under on your carbs, you could add like peanut butter with that or a handful of crackers. This meal with the like serving sizes that we talked out comes out to between like 50 to 60 grams of carbohydrates. So, and we found that the American Diabetes Association recommended that people on carbohydrate controlled diets get between 45 to 60 grams of carbs per meal to keep that consistent. So this meal fits in with that. And yeah, that's all I have for making this. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You just put it on the wrap, enjoy it and eat it. All right, that's all we have for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed our little recipe demo. Bye.